Welcome to At Home with Lady Cinnamon. Today I will be showing you how to make some beautiful DIY aged vessels that are going to be super budget friendly, sourcing items from your own home. So I chose some vases that I don't normally use with some different heights and shapes and textures for variation, and I will start with the tallest one. I have several colors of this one this one in particular I really don't use. They're the recycled glasses that you can find in any home goods store, and I'm going to be going in with the color mineral and adding in some baking soda for texture. I love doing DIYs that you can do where sourcing items from your own home and then using things that you already have available, and I love doing these types of series, and hopefully I'll be able to come back with another one. And all I'm going to do is just mix it to the consistency that you would like. You can use any color you want. I'm going to be going in with different color paints for different variations, and you can see the beautiful texture by just using the baking soda. Now if you have sand, a lot of people like to use sand. You can even go in and do a prime coat with any primer, but you can see the consistency. This is actually the first coat. I will go back with the second coat, and once it's dried I'm gonna go ahead the next day and add on my coloring. Now you can use whatever colors you have in mind. I'm going with Truffle, mineral, and a white, and a damp paper towel. Note, not a brush, but just a damp paper towel. You just want to get a towel, wet it, wring it out, dab on a little bit of paint, dab it off a little bit, and then start applying it. And guys, the great thing about this is there's no right or wrong. It's whatever you like for whatever colors you choose, and as much or as little as you like. You just can't go wrong. And you're going to basically, for your aesthetic, go with the flow, and it's so much fun, I guarantee you. So I'm going to be adding in more colors for the look that I'm going for, and once I get it the way I want it to look, I'm going to go ahead and let it dry down. Now the thing with this is when it dries, it's going to dry probably either a little lighter or a little darker based on your base coat. So I'm going in with neutrals that look sort of or mimic stone, and that's what you want to do. You want to choose colors that are sort of neutral but warm, that mimic stone. And this is what it looks like right now. Now my next step is to let it dry down, and I can't wait for the reveal. And here it is. I think it looks so amazing. It looks like a beautiful aged vessel that you might find or pay a little bit of money for. And you've done this for free with items that you have on hand that you sourced from your home, and it's so budget friendly, and I think it looks amazing, and I love the texture. So for my next one, I'm going to be using this smaller vase. I love this. It's very sentimental to me, but the paint is crackling off, and I'm going to go ahead and preserve it by doing 2 coats. I'm using this darker truffle. I definitely wanted to go in with different tones and textures when I'm going in with my different heights and shapes, and all I'm going to be doing is thinning this out with the actual same baking powder, and I'm just going to add a touch of water to give it a nice thinner coat. As you can see, because the vase itself is already textured, so I really don't need to do much, and I'm going to do 2 coats, and once again allowing them to dry between each coat. Now that it's completely dry, guys, this one is going to be so super easy. I'm just going to take a little bit of paint and pick it up with a lighter shade, and I'm just going to simply wipe it from top to bottom, bottom to top, however you feel. Because of all that texture, I'm not going into the grooves. I want to create that look, and I think it turned out beautiful. The way this looks in person, I'm telling you, this cannot do it justice. It is so gorgeous, and it turned out perfect. And as you can see, didn't hardly do anything for this to get this look. For the next one, I'm using this. This was all the rage about 3 years ago. I never use this anymore. Perfect for doing a project. I'm just gonna go in with just plain white craft paint, adding some baking soda, mixing it, and I wanted this one to be a little bit thicker with more of a texture to it, and so I'm just going to make it nice and thick. And by the way, this does thicken up as you go along and it dries down, so if you want to add water you can. I promise you guys, I only did one coat and I think it looks perfect, and I like the texture that was created. Oh, it's so pretty. So I'm gonna let this dry down overnight like the other ones, and you can see the next day it's absolutely perfect. So for this one, I'm gonna be going in with like a buttery craft paint with this sort of buttery brown beige color, and I'm gonna be mixing that with a little bit of the mineral and a touch of the truffle. And that's all I'm going to need for this. Same thing, damp paper towel, just moving it around. Once again, no right or wrong to this, letting it dry, and guys, that's really all there is to this. And I'm just adding a little tiny bit of the darker color to it, the truffle, but that's basically it. This one turned out amazing, and I can't wait to show you the texture that was created once it's dry. Do you see this, guys? Oh my goodness, it's so pretty. I didn't even try to find any greenery or florals to put in. I think it just stands alone, and I love this. This is why I'm giving you a close-up on all of that beautiful coloring, aging, patina, and texture that's been created with this. Gorgeous. So for the last one, I'm pulling out my old air dry clay because I want to do some handles to give sort of like a Pottery Barn RH dupe look. So I'm going to be making handles. As you know, they're flat and not round, so we're not rolling this out, but we're rolling it out to about 1/4 of an inch, and we're going to just leave it as such and then cut out the shape for handles. I'm just freehanding this. The problem was trying to get it on this textured mirrored vase. Sort of tricky, but I worked it out. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and smooth it out with a little bit of water so that way it lays flat and it blends with the jar. Going in, once that was dried, with a little bit of this drywall. It's just basically gonna turn white when it's done, and I covered the whole thing to get rid of that mirror and texture, and now I'm ready to paint it. And I'm just going in with a plain black paint. It's flat, it's gorgeous, adding a little bit of texture in with mineral, and guys, I think it turned out perfect, and it gives you the vibe that I went out and purchased this for hundreds of dollars, and clearly I did not. So I'm so happy with the way this one turned out also. So guys, I'm going to show you how they all look together and just the way I styled it out as soon as I got done. But I cannot wait to style all of these for this season. I saved so much money, and I love budget-friendly DIYs, so I hope you do too. And if you did, give it a thumbs up because it helps my channel out so much. Comment below on if you like these and if you'll be trying it, and also hit the bell twice if you'll be subscribing so you'll know whenever I upload a new video. I love you guys. I'll see you guys in the next video, and thank you all for watching.